Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. It's me. I'm Panrost. And this, oh, my friends, is the Bazaar. First things first, anyone who's here, sound off. Anyone who's not here, don't sound off. Toto! So glad to see you. Well, so, I mean, let's start with the obvious. Who here actually knows what the Bazaar is? Yeah, Trackmania, the car game where I was taking on the most difficult tower ever created, except I wasn't actually playing the most difficult version. I was playing a slightly easier version created for people who can't handle the most difficult version. Okay. You know what a Bazaar is? That's a good start, good start, good start. But the Bazaar is a video game. I mean, well, you might have guessed that much. It's a video game created by Tempo Entertainment, led by Reynad, the former Hearthstone player. And it is I guess the best thing to describe it would be a shopping-themed auto-battler. You go out there, you buy stuff, you sell stuff, you make real money online, and then you use the stuff that you've bought and sold to engage in duels against other players automatically. And for one of you who is better at buying and selling the economy and making a lovely board full of stuff wins the duel. You do that 10 times, win the duel, and congratulations, you're a big winner. On the other hand, if you lose a whole bunch of duels before that, you're a slightly less big winner. So that's more or less how it works out. While I wait for more people to roll in, I'm going to do what I know we all love doing, which is opening some chests. You know, just to give things a little lead in here. Yeah, as you can tell by the number of these things I have, I've been playing this a lot. Like a serious amount. But I figure let's open some of these up, get us some things, some skins for the characters, and yeah, that's plenty. Let's see. Yes, let's go gambling. I mean, in a way, all of these sorts of games are gambling in some sense, but this one, well, I mean, you'll see when we get into playing it. First things first, let me introduce our cast of characters. This is Pygmalion. He's a big guy. He likes money, and being huge. Vanessa is, let me find a more normal Vanessa. Vanessa is a pirate lady. She paints her ship red, but she doesn't use paint. I'm not sure what she does use, but not paint. Look, pirate hat, cannon, lovely stuff, lovely stuff. I use this skin because it's rare, and I'm good at gambling. Let's go gambling. And then this is DOOLEY, my friend DOOLEY. Got cool earbuds, funny little robot guy, beeps and boops at you. Lovely guy, great guy, DOOLEY. Big fan of DOOLEY. And actually, while we're here, let's start with DOOLEY, because I have titled the stream "Learning with DOOLEY." I may as well learn with DOOLEY. So, you're going to see more or less how everything works here. We hop on the Bazaar, and immediately we're going to be confronted with several choices. DOOLEY's workshop. We need to choose a core. This is a DOOLEY specific thing. Other people get to choose something else to start with, but DOOLEY has cores. There's his companion core, which is all about having friends, and his ignition core, which is all about setting stuff on fire. There's like 3 or 4 other cores as well, but we're gonna set things on fire, and we get to choose what else we're starting with. In terms of items, medium silver tier item could be something pretty good, but I'm gonna pick 2 small bronze tier items and 2 bronze tier skills to give us a starting off point. So, already pretty good start. Get something to make our burn stuff better, something to make our poison stuff better. We don't have any poison stuff at the moment, but that's fine. And we get 2 friends. DOOLEY, one of his things is that he's all about friends. Look at this, for instance. This is First Aiden, one of my favorite friends. No offense to all my other friends, but I mean, look at this guy. He's just a little guy. He's so cute. He's such a little guy. Bomb Squad, also friends, theoretically, although no, I'm not sure I vibe with them quite as much. And each day, or well, each hour, you're given the choice of 3 different things. There's normally a merchant. This right here is a merchant, and some events. Maybe multiple merchants and an event, or maybe some other categories of stuff. So, just playing the way I always play, I'm going to go for this crate, because I know what's in this crate. You get a choice of a hammer or a skill. I'm going to go for the hammer here, because immediately that hammer is going to let me upgrade my core into a better core. And now it burns for 7. And, well, 10 with the addition of my skill. And for those of you who don't know, that's a pretty magic number right there. Well, actually, the magic number for this would be 12, but I'll get into that. And on the 3rd hour of each day, which we're heading into now, instead of an event or a merchant, you instead get to fight an enemy, but not an enemy player. This is an enemy monster, I guess, creature, some kind of being that is just wandering around the bazaar and causing trouble for people. Frankly, I think this one is for when we're going to fight today. Pyro. And so now you get to see how the battling system works. Each of these items you see has a timer. When that timer fills up, the item does its effect. So First Aiden is healing us and making our items go faster, and we already won. Okay, the day one battles are pretty easy just to get you used to everything. So what we did, First Aiden heals and hastes our stuff. Hasting it makes the timer go faster. Bomb Squad sets stuff on fire. The Ignition Core also sets stuff on fire. Fire is a damage over time effect. You can probably guess that much. The other thing you might have noticed is this enemy here. It gives us some gold and some experience. You can see the experience down here racking up for beating it, but also it gives us one of its items or skills. So we could have got an extra burn related skill, we could have got the lighter, or what we actually got, if you look here, is cinders, which is an item that we can use to improve one of our fiery little things. And well, that's going straight on the core, buddy, straight on the core. Now what? Let's just pick up another random item here. We don't really have a huge amount of space for stuff. And, ooh, tiny furry creature. Look at that. Yep, that thing's fuzzy, all right. Again, most of these events are going to give you a choice of options, so we could pet it to gain more max HP. Pretty decent choice. We could scare it to get some loot, which sounds nasty, but I mean, hey, loot is loot, right? Or, because we have a friend, we can have our friends play hide and seek with it. Gives us extra experience, and in these early days, I really like picking up extra experience where possible, so we're going to do just that. Is this what we want to start our duel on day one with? I think it is. So, at the end of every day, we've got all these different hours of each day, right? And in the middle, we had a duel against a creature. At the end of each day, we get a duel against a player. This isn't a real-time thing. This is asynchronous. We're not playing against someone live. We're playing against the ghost of someone. But we've got a pretty strong build, so I suspect they don't stand a ghost of a chance. But we'll find out. So we're playing against a Vanessa here, and what's she got? 4 weapons, some of them are pretty good, but ow, some of them are hit pretty hard, in fact. But how's she going to handle being set on fire? Answer: she's not. Can't handle the heat. Which is good. That gets us 1 of our 10 victories. Just 9 more, and we'll have won Big Time Deluxe. Which I don't know about you, but I love winning Big Time Deluxe. More fire. Gotta go fire. You know what? Tiny furry creature again. Let's keep playing hide and seek. Let's rack up that experience. For the time being, it's early days. Let's pick up some more free stuff. Oh, this I like early, actually. If I show you the Ignition Core, I mean, to begin with, cool art. All the cards in this game have ridiculously cool art. But also, if you look at what it does, it sets things on fire for 14. That's a 14 damage AoE. Fire ticks down once every time it goes off. It improves burn items to the right of this, which most of the time I don't usually care about. But also, this third line here, when you use any item to the left of this, charge this 1 second. So, anytime anything happens on the left, over here, this goes off once every 6 seconds normally, but each time one of these things goes off, it's going to decrease that by 1, or it's going to, well, not decrease it in the sense of taking it down to like 5 seconds to go off every time, but it'll take 1 second off how long until the next time it goes off, if you get my drift. So if it's 6 seconds and this goes off, it'll go down to 5 seconds, and then, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know how numbers work. Let's make sure we've got Wallace. Because he's a wall. Get it? It's Wallace. Let's make sure we've got him on the board. And then our choice of 3 battles for today. Giant Mosquito. Pretty good. Viboria. And the Rogue Scrapper. The Rogue Scrapper, now we're on day 2. We've given a choice of fights. Easier fight, a middlinger fight, and a difficult fight. Of the 3. The gold is less for the easy fight, more for the middling fight, very more for the difficult fight, and the difficult fight also gives a certain amount more experience. In this case, these 2 give 2 experience, the difficult fight 3 experience. I think we can take this guy. So, difficult fight it is. Again, for the moment, I'm primarily just thinking about that sweet, sweet experience points. What's the phrase people say? I'm a gamer, and you look like just enough XP to level up. I mean, actually, we need 1 more XP than what we're getting here to level up, because we get 1 per hour, and then we get the 3 for beating it, so once we receive our surprise, it's a skill this time. Once we receive that, we're going to go from 3 experience here to 7 out of 8. Skill, start of each fight, slow an item for 3 seconds. It's a pretty minor thing, but I think that could still come in handy. And, ooh, opportunity here, the Mountain Pass. This is another event with multiple choices. You can just gain a bit of gold, bit of experience. You can gain a whole bunch of gold. You can gain some income. At the start of each day, you get income as extra gold, to keep you ticking along. Or the one I like to click, escort the convoy, risky, anything could happen here. This is going to be randomly either 1 XP, it's going to be a random item, or it's going to be a random fight. I'm always hoping for the fights, and indeed, a fight is what we get. The reason I'm hoping for the fights is because, again, the fights give extra experience. And, well, every time we level up in the early game, you can see that we've got enough room on our board at the moment for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots. The medium item takes up 2 slots. Watch as we level up. 8 slots. Beautiful, isn't it? And a choice of options when we level up. This one, yeah, sure, Monitor Lizard. We've got this poison skill, right? So we may as well put a poison item on our board to make use of it, at least for the time being. And as well, let's head to a merchant. Small items. Small items. I'm going to pick up this isochoric freezer. This is a really strong thing. I love this thing. And actually, as much as I was talking about the Monitor Lizard, Copper Ed here is another poison item. Faster cooldown from the Monitor Lizard. Doesn't scale poison quite the same way, but does fit in a single slot as opposed to the Monitor Lizard using up 2. Again, faster cooldown as well. We want fast cooldowns because the more stuff is happening on the left here, the faster this core is going. So, Copper Red, you're on the team. Reroll the shop, see if there's anything else we want. Tempting, but for the moment I will pass. Let's move our board around. Copper Red, you're on the team. Isocoric Freezer, you're on the team. So let's put Copper Red over here. Bomb Squad, when you use an adjacent friend, haste this 1 second. So we kind of want a friend on both sides. That's a bit of a suboptimal placement from me, but now we're optimal. Now we're optimal. Or at least as close to optimal as I can get, anyway. Battle number 2. You can see from the preview here, another Vanessa. They have a 1 win, no losses. They are level 3, just like us. Let's see if they have what it takes to beat our awesome fiery set them on fire build.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago. All cannon, no ball.
And the answer is yes, she does. One of the things I really like about this game, they've got a replay viewer and a recap viewer, so you can see exactly what happened. And Vanessa is very scary early on because she has access to weapons that hit really hard and go really fast. Double barrel shoots twice every 3 seconds. Twice every 3 seconds. And you can see this one right here is already doing 70 damage. Admittedly, she has a skill. It would baseline be 50 damage, which is still huge. But at 70 damage, that's super huge. So, very scary. This comes as a drawback, of course. The drawback is that it has, a lot of Vanessa's items actually have an ammunition system. This one has 2 ammunition. Her grenade has 1 ammunition, so she can only use that once unless she buffs it in some way. So she needs items like this powder flask here in order to refill her ammo items with ammo. Otherwise, they just stop ammoing for the rest of the fight. But in this case, she has the big double barrel. She has the powder flask. She kind of blew us up a bit as well, and that early game is really difficult to contest that. Well, it's fine. Since we lost a fight, what we did is we lost some prestige. This is the resource that keeps track of whether you've lost or not. Losing a fight against another player drains you of an amount of prestige equal to the current day. Right now, that was our day 2 fight, so it cost us 2 prestige out of 20. So losing fights early isn't really as impactful to your run as losing fights late. You lose a fight early, it's only costing a couple prestige. You can afford to lose like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5 and still have prestige left over. And you know, that can help you if you're getting off to some build that has a kind of slow start. You can spend 5 days just mucking around looking for stuff, and so long as you've got something very strong by the end of that, you're A-O-A. In any case, let's keep going, shall we? Okay, go get your coffee, Toro. Go get your coffee, but I'm not waiting around for you. I'll still be playing this. So I might be in a slightly different location when you get back. By which I mean I'll still be in the bazaar, but you get my drift. Next day here. Ooh, special merchant here, Barkoon. We've probably seen one of these special merchants before, actually, but some of the merchants in this game don't just sell specific things, they buy specific things extra well. Barkoon, for instance, he likes small stuff. You can see if you look at his face, actually. Look, he's got a very tiny thing in his hands. Isn't it tiny? I love it. So any small items you sell from your board to him, you'll get 1 more gold than you normally would for. At the moment, though, our small items, we're kind of using them, and we're not short on gold for the current day either. So I'm just gonna head instead to the eating contest, get some chocolate bars. And I mean, early on, I like getting health, right? So this basic one is 5 10 health chocolate bars. If you spend a bit more, 5 20 health chocolate bars. And you spend a lot, 5 30 health chocolate bars. So 5 30 health, that adds up to 150. Since we're only on 400 health right now, adding 150 to that is quite significant. So I'm going to go right ahead. And I'm going to eat them. Yum, 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 yum. 550 hit points. That's more like it, buddy. Yeah, you go get your coffee. I'm getting chocolate over here. Tool? I could do with a tool. Oh. One of my favorite items in the game. Hello, power drill. And now we're cooking. With that, do I think we can take on the eccentric Aetheryte? You know, I'm thinking we can. I'm kind of thinking we can. The other 2 options here, the Tempest Flame Dancer has very nice fiery swords, so that's a good reason to beat him. The Frost Street Challenger has a lot of ice-themed items, so, you know, good start to something vaguely ice-themed there, but Eccentric Aetheryte has some very strong stuff. And it's for difficult encounter, so we're getting extra XP and extra gold for beating her as well. That's where I'm going. This force field, for instance, is a shield item that then deals damage equal to the amount of shield you have. If you've got any combo that can stick a big shield on yourself, this is a huge payoff for that. Goggles, barbed wire, decently strong. Scrap is good. We get the force field. There's one other thing she has that's really handy. This skill hastes some of your items at the start of the fight. Really good for getting off to a quick start. But we get the force field. I'm happy to have the force field. Very happy about the force field. Let's grab a skill, shall we? Weapons have 5% crit chance. All items have 4% crit chance. I'm going for that. All items 4% crits are strong in this game. And skills are strong as well. Let's head to Nufu, who can teach us more skills. Shield items have an extra 5% crit chance. Well, that does apply to our force field if we choose to start running it. So, yeah, let's start running it. I think drop Wallace out, perhaps? Put the force field in. And head to this chest again. There's a specific thing I want to get from this chest. That's the upgrade hammer. Again, the skill is also really worthwhile at this point in the game, but the upgrade hammer lets us do a little trick, which I'm hoping I'll get a chance to show off to you. Hopefully. Battle number 3. Another Vanessa. Let's see if this Vanessa is as terrifyingly deadly as the previous one. I mean, honestly, yeah, kinda. Luckily our Isocoric Freezer is going to freeze that double barrel. We'll see if it's enough. They're hitting us quite hard here. Come on. Barely does it. You can see, though, the power of fire. We got up to 63 at the end there. They actually healed off quite a lot of fire. The 2 damage over time types, poison, takes once per second for a flat value. fire ticks twice per second, so it hits a lot harder in that respect, but every time it ticks, it also ticks down one. So something like this, you need to... Yeah, the special effects are so cool. I love just watching this game go. The visuals are just brilliant. But yeah, once you stack up a lot of fire, it burns hard. And, well, here it burned hard enough to get us that victory. 2 out of 10. Let's head on to day number 4. Get myself a swig of Pepsi while I remember. Weapon shot.
My battle days are over, but my weapons crave more.
Good stuff here. Big fan of Chris Army Knife. Dooley, a lot of the friends are themed in some manner or another, so I guess I don't really have any specific examples here aside from First Aid and being like First Aid. Hamlet is a small robot with a big hammer. Chris Army Knife. You know, there are some items in this game that I think could deserve to be tools as well. Like, not tools, friends. Power drill I haven't really got a pun for at the moment, but I'll think of something. Rocket launcher kinda tempting, not gonna lie. But I think I'll pass on it for the moment. Angry Balloon Bot is cute. Pulse Rifle. Could do Pulse Rifle. In fact, let's tentatively schedule in running Pulse Rifle. Pulse Rifle casts a whole bunch if it's next to a friend, double that if it's your only friend. So right now this is an 8-second item, 6-second item. This is 2 slots, but it's a 5-second item, casts twice if it's next to a friend, casts 3 times if it's next to your only friend. So if we're swapping out those 2 friends for this is now 3 casts on 5 seconds, so that's effectively sub 2 seconds. So that's better than running 2 items with a 4-second cooldown for the sake of charging up our core. That's pretty solid, I'm gonna say. Pretty dang solid. Since we're pretty much out of cash at this point, let's get some free stuff. This right here, this is one of the items that I've joked could be a friend. It's like First Aid and Chris Army Knife. This is a Power Sander, but stick some googly eyes on it, and it could be Power Sandler, because that's a name. And who are we fighting today? I do like fighting this guy because he's got some specific good stuff that I like. Bloodreef Raider could get lucky, but I think today it's time to battle Prince Marianus. 1, because he gives 4 experience, that's a lot. 2, again, he has some items that I'd really like to have on my side of the board. He's pretty tough though, so we'll see if we actually win or not. Good news is, at this point at least, it's looking pretty dang convincing. Got a whole bunch of burn on him. He's not hitting us that hard. I mean, he got us down about halfway, but no real contest there. And what do we get? Not what I was looking for. We get a big coconut. Big juicy coconut. Well, can't complain too much. Let's, because our inventory's full at the moment, let's drop this random dagger that we picked up. Don't need that. Big coconut. And because that passed for threshold for leveling up, this time the level up reward is a skill.
You came to the wrong
That I like, that I like, that I really like. Fire.
I think you had a breakthrough.
Now, that gave us some money as well, so back to shopping.
Deals, not war.
Blast doors is good. But I think we're going to keep looking. Solar farm could be it. You know what? I think I'm going to free up some space for a solar farm. And some money for a solar farm, because at the moment we can't afford it. 5, 6, 7. Come on. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and bada bing, bada boom, solar farm. I'm not going to run it at the moment, but what we're putting together is pieces of something we can do in the future. Power drill, I mentioned earlier. Power drill, one of my favorite items in this. Is that how you feel about coconuts? Or is that just something you've observed in random other people, Toto? Because I mean, I can kind of respect that either way. I'm not a big fan of coconuts or coconut flavored foods personally. Don't know why. I just don't particularly fancy it. But both, okay. But I mean, I can kind of guess that the coconut flavor isn't exactly the same as like eating a coconut, right? Like I feel the same way about, I guess tomato would be an obvious pick there, right? Like tomatoes in cooking, great ingredient, top tier ingredient, brilliant stuff. Like tomato sauce, tomato, well, mostly just sauce, honestly. But if you just handed me a fresh tomato and went, hey buddy, eat this, I'd be like, I'm not particularly excited to eat this fresh tomato, because you haven't sauced it up. You haven't sauced it up, and that's just not the same. Anyway, where was I? Okay, yeah. The power drill. Power drill, 10-second cooldown. Pretty slow item, but whenever you do haste, slow, freeze, burn, or poison, it gets charged 2 seconds. So, you've got a mechanism there for turning that 10 seconds into actually going very fast. I like this item. Solar farm. Every 8 seconds this goes off and hastes all your other items. Each of those hastes counts individually for power drill, by the way. So if you're true, if you're hasting 5 items, right, that's 5 hastes. That's 1 full usage of the power drill. 8 seconds means this is pretty slow as well, but every time you burn, this gets charged for 2 seconds. So, if we burn, we're charging the power drill and the solar farm, and every time the solar farm goes off, it makes the power drill go. Also, it's hasting our items are going faster. You can see there's like an idea of something happening in there, right? Right? Well, in any case, we're not running that at the moment because we've got our force field going on here, but we're leaving it open as an option because I personally think that in future it could be pretty good, maybe, perhaps. What do we got here? Max HP, artisan dunes, medium items. Well, as you can see, we're kind of broke. Artisan dunes, I like going there with a bit more money, so max HP it is. Day 4 battle, Pygmalion. Big Stepper 69. Level 7 already. Man, this guy's been working hard. Let's see what he's got.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
Oh, strong build, strong build. Does he have the crook? He does not have the crook. We might be in with a chance, people. Maybe. For reference, Pygmalion, one of his builds that he does, that he really likes, revolves around having 5 medium items like this. There's a specific item that, like, massively pays you out for having exactly 5 medium items like that. But he doesn't have that item yet, so we're safe. We're safe. No big deal there, no problem. Handled him pretty straightforwardly. Glad it went so cleanly, actually, because, I mean, this Regal Blade, you can see 305 damage on a 6-second cooldown. This thing scales every time he sells a weapon, so this gets big fast if he's doing, like, big economic plays. But we handled it. We handled it just fine. Big stacks of burn will do that for you. Let's keep going. We're already on 3 victories out of 10. Let's see. I think we go shopping here. And here it is, upgraded power drill. I'll take that.
When you carry my weapon, I fight alongside you.
And on top of that, level up. Once we've got full board slots, level ups just give you a bit of extra max HP, 100 max HP here, and a level up reward, so we get to pick between an item, a loot item, and a third random thing. Here it's 2 gold for each tool you have. Well, we only have 1 tool, so that's not huge at the moment. I'm going to go for the item here. Coolant, tempting. Tempting, definitely tempting. Low on gold. Let's go free stuff. Always love free stuff. It's another Wallace. Don't mind Wallace. Don't mind Wallace at all. And Funnel Envoy might have some good stuff. Duelist as well. But I think, again, we're just going for the most difficult fight here to get the most experience. To think of it, I wonder if you could put salt on a tomato in this game. I know there's definitely salt. I can't remember if there's anything tomato flavored or not. You may be wondering what the hell I'm talking about. I'll explain eventually. All you need to know is that there is salt. What do we get? Charcoal. I love this guy. Charcoal. Yeah, that's what we're doing now. His whole life is being on fire. Sure, why not? Well, he looks like he enjoys it at least, so whatever floats his boat, I guess. Got 5 gold, we could go shopping. Instead, I'm gonna go for the crate. Last few times we've picked the hammer. This time I think it's skill time. Give us something good. That's good. That's good. Zerfin! My guy! I've got to go visit Zerfin. What do you got, Zerfin? You know what? Oh, but that's tempting as well. Let's see, what are we working with here? Might just go with this. This is really nice to have defensively against poison. This... Oh, but this does give us a whole bunch of damage. You know what? Damage is damage. Can't say no to damage. It gives us 1 damage at the moment, but in the long run, it's going to give us a whole bunch of damage. Every time we sell a small item, all of our stuff gets 1 more damage forever. And you can see how many small items we're just sitting on here. So, may as well, right? This one could be tough. This is Vanessa, who's won all 4 of their first 4 battles. Vanessa really strong early on, very strong aggressive builds. We might be in for a little trouble here, but that's fine. That's fine.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
See, pufferfish. Okay, you see, now I'm kind of wishing that we had our protect us from poison skill, because pufferfish, poison item, jellyfish, poison item, catfish, poison item. They're just stacking a whole bunch of poison on us, and
Red.
yeah, this is an absolutely devastating build. Yeah. The way the pufferfish build works is every time you haste something, the pufferfish goes faster. Water wheel hastes all their stuff. It's kind of similar to what we're thinking with our power drill and solar farm when we get that online, but instead of the power drill, which just does damage, the pufferfish does poison. And I mean, you can see how fast that was going and just what a ridiculous amount of poison it put on us. So, yeah, probably not beating that either way. Where are we now? You know what? Gonna take this opportunity to upgrade our solar farm. Keep working towards that power drill dream. We still don't have quite the stuff I'd want to get it going yet, but that can change. That can definitely change.
Few warriors live to
Weapons have you got?
buy my weapons.
Not particularly interested in these weapons. Not particularly interested in these weapons. So the Ankh Blaster, pretty solid. There's Chris Army Knife again. Here's the Combat Core. Dooley's big stomping mech suit. Pretty handy thing, honestly, if only because it has the core tag, which otherwise only the core has. So with this on your board, you can potentially have two things with the core tag. There are certain skills in the game that care about the core for Dooley. You know, worth considering, but for the time being, I don't think we're picking this up. I don't think we are. We've got enough big things that we're building around already. We could go into something with this force field, which is where we're currently looking, or we could go into something with this solar farm, which is also where we're thinking of going. So
I hope you live long.
plenty of options there. Given that we're now pretty much broke, let's get something free. I love free stuff. Another power sander. Thanks. We'll sell that at the first opportunity. Enemy time, a loan shark, I think, is the option here. These other two, again, you saw the giant mosquito. What about a dire mosquito? The foreman has a big crane. I love getting the big crane from him. Big crane is a good thing to have, frankly. You can lift heavy objects with it. Let's fight this loan shark.
Paying it back is
It's got some shark claws, you know, those things that sharks are famous for having. He's got a cannon that fires coins at you, and he's got a ray, except it's a shark ray. Oh, and an ATM on his board. Just a bunch of good stuff, really. Get the shark ray. Make some room for that. Yoink. Oh, mountain pass. Okay, let's go 2 for 2 on fights. I should be careful what I wish for. This. Here's the Lich. We're not beating this guy. You'll see what I mean any second now. We're not beating this guy. This is potentially the strongest fight in the game for when you can run into it. Because what he's got is this Necronomicon, which whenever anything is used, unless it's a weapon, the Necronomicon charges, and it gives a whole bunch of poison. You can see how poisoned we are. We're poisoned to dead. And it gives him 10 regeneration every time it goes off. So you can see this went off 11 times in that fight. Every second, he's getting back 110 health from those 11 Necronomicon triggers. We're not beating this guy. In fact, we just lost to this guy. Pretty convincingly. We barely made a scratch on this guy. Well, that's a random encounter for you. But it's fine. We still get 1 experience for trying. Could go Lost and Found. Could go for Docks. I'm going to visit Docks Clocks.
I was expecting you point by.
So this guy sells... Ooh. First time you'll see this in the game. This is an enchanted item. Items can have various extra prefixes on them. This one's turbo, for instance, that make them do an extra thing. So turbo items have an extra haste effect on top of what they normally do. It's tempting, but it also costs money. That being said, I might just drop the power sander. Drop the coolant? Yeah, drop the coolant. Drop the shark ray. Grab this. It's a burn item. So that's good for our solar farm power drill line of thinking. Refresh. What else have you got, Talk? Upgrade to a power drill? Don't mind if I do. I agree, Joe Silly. This game is sick. I love it. If you didn't catch it at the beginning of the stream, where I opened a whole bunch of chests, I have been playing this game a lot. In fact, after we finish this run, I will show you my inventory. Oh, slow skills, free skills, gold skills.
I will not train you to kill. I will.
Tempting, tempting. Rightmost item is normally going to be the core. I think we take this.
All wisdom has power, but not all power has wisdom.
Do we have enough to be going into solar farm power drill? I don't know, but let's give it a shot, shall we? Swap that in and is that the way we want to do it, or would we rather... I think we'd rather have it like that. Maybe. We're at it, let's upgrade first aid, and since the trick I was planning to do with the hammer, I don't think we're going to get to do the hammer trick this game. It's already day 6. I'll show you later. Let's give this a shot. See where it gets us.
Go ahead. Underestimate me. It makes this more fun. Lamb legs make you
Didn't quite get us far enough. Vanessa is still absolutely terrifying. But, well, you know, that's Vanessa for you. We've still got 7 prestige left. So not a huge amount, but enough to maybe get us somewhere. Let's go shopping.
I'm pretty laid back.
Don't like this. Let's go shopping for something else. Don't like this either.
Every item.
Well,
Its buy.
guess we're just window shopping.
You know?
We've still got 11 gold left. Let's keep shopping. You know? Just keep gambling. 99% of gamblers give up right before they're about to hit the big jackpot. Don't know what the big jackpot is in this situation. I'll take schematics, honestly. Even if we don't use the tech items it gives us, that's still really good for the economy. You know we love the economy around these parts. I'm not dead, just sleeping. Do we go Fug? Do we go Turtle? Fug has some really good stuff. I mean, Viper Tyrant honestly has some pretty solid stuff. But I think we go Turtle, because Turtle's quite slow. We've got a burn build here. We can burn a Turtle, no problem. And I like the extra experience. The magic number I'm aiming for here is level 10. So that's going to be 4 experience. So level 10 is coming pretty soon, basically. We're on 8 now. We'll get to 9 later today, and then 10 probably tomorrow. The treasure turtle doesn't really do any damage. It does a tiny amount of poison, but not enough to worry me. And it shields up a lot, which is pretty terrifying if you don't do a huge amount of damage, but we do here a huge amount of damage by stacking up like 200 fire on this thing. So not much it can do, and we're rich. Bar of gold worth 40 gold. Considering we've only got 5 gold in our pocket at the moment, that's pretty substantial. So yeah, we're rich. Let's go shopping, babes. Plasma grenade, tempting, real tempting. I think I'll pocket it. Immediately after saying we're rich, we are kind of broke, so let's sell our gold bar so that we're actually rich. Tempting, tempting, tempting. No. Do I ditch for pulse rifle? Might ditch for pulse rifle. Just so we've got enough room for our... You can see we're 1 experience away from leveling up here. So for the moment, we leave this shop. Well, Jocelyn, that sounds like a skill issue. If you were better at gambling, you'd have won at gambling. We're 1 experience away from leveling up. When we level up, we get a tech item. This gives it enough space to give us a big tech item. It gave us a small tech item, but we made the space, just in case. Didn't pay off this time, but sometimes it will. Gold, silver tier item. Silver tier item, why the hell not? It's fuel rod! I don't need this. Get out of here, fuel rod. Get out of here, light bulb as well. I don't need a light bulb. We're playing in the dark, fellas. But anyway, I just saw something very exciting. Not this. Not Barcoon, although I do love this guy. Look at his little face. We're going to the dig site, where you can get anything.
Scratch the surface of the outlands.
Not these things. I don't like these things. I want different things. But the specific gimmick of the dig site, as it is that you can reroll forever. And that everything you pick up here is free. Because you're digging for it. But each time you reroll, it costs 1 more gold. You didn't. Okay.
Magnificent.
Turbo metronome. I love, love, love the metronome. In fact, ditch that. Drop this. Where are we dropping this? Let's rearrange things like this, I think. Oh, maybe that's better, because the Uzi goes every 2 seconds. Metronome, by the way, whenever you use one of the items, it hastes the other item. Remember, whenever we haste, it's charging up a power drill. We want our power drill to go ridiculously fast so that we can drill everyone into tiny little pieces. We're up against shrimps for the end of the day. They haven't been having a good time so far, it looks like. Let's see if we can keep giving them an awful experience. I mean, they do have some pretty strong stuff. This double barrel Dare say it scares me. It's looking a little close. It's looking a little close. Can we hurry up? Okay, good. We can clutch it up. Yeah, that double barrel, if we take a look, they've got a skill giving this thing lifesteal. So this almost did enough damage to kill us. You can see 2,204 damage dealt by that. We only have 2,300 max HP, so you're getting a little close for comfort. But, no, don't worry, we can clutch this up immensely. That means we're on 4 wins. That means we've earned at least 1 chest from this run, which is good. I like getting those. And we should be on track to hit level 10 before tomorrow. Level 10 is a big one. Well, how could I say no to an epic battle? Epic battle against the Burninator. And compared to other players, this thing stands no chance. Which redded it? It's gone. It's out of here. What does this do? First 5 times you slow each fight, charge a burn item. That's neat. We only have 1 slow effect at the moment, this skill, but that'll still give us a 1-second head start on our core. So I'm not turning it down. Gold, chocolate bars, non-weapon items. Let's go non-weapon items.
Leave with big bargains.
Upgrades, people. Upgrades.
You are not a friend, but I'm glad
I'll take it.
you bought this.
I might also ditch the force field. It was useful, but we don't need that anymore. I'm going to grab a pylon just to have in reserve. Pylon, very quick. It slows things, and whenever you slow, it hastes something. So that gives us a really good opportunity to get an even better power drill setup than the power drill setup we've got at the moment. But it doesn't work quite as well with the power drill setup that we actually have now, because there's no slowing things to make it go pylon. But once we do have slowing things to make it go pylon, then it can pylon super hard. You know, pylon the pressure. I'm not apologizing. You know what's better than a turtle? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is, but let's call it a big turtle. This thing has some slow related stuff as well. It also has electric eels. You ever think about that? But what it doesn't have is a chance in hell. Take that. Could be a frog. Could definitely be a frog. Well, it catfished us. But in any case, level 10, what we get is a choice between enchanting an item with a specific enchantment or going for a random enchantment. Heal's pretty good. I don't hate heal. But, I mean, come on, who can resist the urge to get just a completely random enchantment? By the way, let's make some inventory space, because we don't need that catfish. Random enchantment. Drop it on our power drill, I think. Drop it on our power drill. I've decided. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We're going to give some people a horrible time. Our power drill is now icy. Whenever this thing goes off, it's going to set something on ice. It's going to freeze something. So you set something on fire. No, it sets something on ice. So whatever it freezes is not going to be doing anything for 1 whole second. And between you and me, that's quite a long time to not be doing anything.
With you. But this leg.
Human Art Blaster, Chris Army Knife. Oh, another humorously named friend here is Bulldozer, who is a bulldozer. Yes, we are mining and crafting here with our power drill. Those Minecraft people are using manual labor to mine things. No, we've got a power drill.
Bazaar
We're
is
playing
mine.
some sort of modded Minecraft. You know what? Let's get some gumballs. We don't really have any good space to put gumballs, so let's just make sure they go into our inventory down here so it's easier to sell them off again, or eat them. Yum, yum. Yum, yum. Yum, yum. And each of these is a small item, by the way, so our skill that gives us +1 damage on all our weapons whenever we sell a small item. You can see that power drill, its power is ticking up. Also, the gumballs have an effect as well. This blue one gives 1% crit chance to everything. We're on 7% now. This red one gives 1 damage, so we're up to 121. You know, I wish gumballs did that in real life. Yes, what were you doing in the last 1 second? If it wasn't productive... if it wasn't productive, then I'm gonna get you. Okie dokie. Who are we fighting here? Vanessa with the submarine. Little spooky scary. Luckily, our freezy wheezy power drill stuff has been doing its job, more or less. That being said, submarine pretty strong, has a lot of sustain, especially since this one has lifesteal as well. Submarine deals damage and shields equal to the damage dealt. Have we bought ourselves enough time? It's close, it's real close. True, true. No, you've got me there, Toto. You've got me there. Yep. You did spend that second wisely. Yeah, look how much that submarine's been doing. If it wasn't for this solar farm healing us up, we would be extremely dead right now. And First Aiden, of course, can't understate the contribution made by First Aiden. Beautiful guy, love this guy. First Aiden for president. But we made it. Okay, day 8, 5 wins. I think 10 is maybe within our sights. 7 definitely doable. Want more gumballs? No, let's study up. Let's get some more experience in today's turbulent markets. Get a DOOLEY skill, tempting. Get a weapon skill, get a poison skill. I don't think we really need a poison skill because we've got no poison items. Let's go for a weapon skill because I want our power drill to be better.
Good meet. I mean, good to meet you.
40 more damage. Don't hate that.
Less weak. Ryokon is proud.
Non-weapon items, more burn. Weapon items, more burn. Non-weapon items, more burn. Shopping. I can't turn down the allure of shopping.
Warful.
Yeah, because I kind of like having First Aid in here. This is cute, but it's not First Aid. It's not the same. Micro Dave. I love the friends in this game. Look at this. This is Micro Dave. He's warming you up a slice of hot pie. What is that pie, actually? It's warm. That's what matters. It's warm. It's delicious. You've got some crumbs there, Dave. I think I'm gonna leave this shop.
I feel like you're not being fully present with me.
Okay, Feroz Khan, Oasis Guardian. Feroz Khan does have some stuff that I like to pick up. However, Feroz Khan also has a sniper rifle. You can see the sniper rifle in the art there. That sniper rifle, if it goes off, it does more damage than the amount of hit points that I have, quite possibly. Now, there's a chance that we beat this opponent before it goes off. I don't want to risk it, you know? I like not getting shot in the head. Oasis Guardian, fairly safe choice. Enclave Revenant is a pretty slow build though, so I think we can take this no problem. And again, extra experience. You gotta get loads of experience. Always. You know what people who have lots of experience have? I haven't thought of a punchline yet. Don't have enough experience for that. Raspberry cheesecake? I could buy it being raspberry cheesecake. Oh, hey. A nice cloak. Look at this. Would you wear this? I'd wear this. Another haste thing. Nitrous. Nitrous actually pretty tempting. Might ditch Fusey. I'm thinking we ditch Fusey, going on the Nitrous. Put the Power Drill next for Core now, because the Power Drill's probably going fast enough to be efficient on the Metronome. Nitro and First Aid can get us started. Pocket the Cloak. 2 more experience, so we'll get another level up before the end of the day. Ditch for Thrusters. Ditch for Plasma Grenade? We can hang on to the Plasma Grenade, you know, just in case we need it. Small items.
The brain. Mine is highly concentrated.
Small items. Say hello to another humorously named friend. I love these guys. This is Walter Cooler. I wish they had this guy at my workplace. We've just got a boring old normal water cooler. Not a Walter Cooler. Look, he's even growing a plant on his head. How can you argue with that? But anyway, I'm going to leave him in the shop. Don't need that.
Oh, I understand. Class isn't for everyone.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Hello, random enchantment.
Your things are so dull. Let me brighten them.
She has some great voice lines, by the way. I should actually turn the... volume up a bit. I just realized.
So many things that can't be shared in words. It's enough to drive one mad.
Yes. Let's enchant our core. What are we gonna get? Oh, we're going turbo. Fast core. Inventory's full. What are we ditching? I don't need the remote control. Things that your dad will never say. Gold loot. I think at gold I really like picking up loot. And hey, worth it. It's 2 extra burn on the core, buddy. Can't turn down that. Well, I mean I can, but I'm not going to.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my
Another Vanessa. It's a pufferfish built. Turbo pufferfish could be scary. It's okay, just freeze all their stuff. It'll work out somehow, maybe. hopefully. I appreciate it if we could hurry up a little.
You fall like a boulder. I know.
Nope. What's scary about a remote control? It's okay. We ran out of prestige, so the run's over, except psych! No, it's not. You get one last chance. Here's the last chance. Ooh, we could make something toasty-burny. In fact, I think we will make something toasty-burny. Although it may sound unwise, at the moment, the turbo enchantment on this makes it haste twice as much, which is cute, but we've already got plenty of haste. We've got our hasty core, we've got our hasty solar farm. Instead, I'm going to make this spicy burny. So now it's spicy burny. Because whenever we burn, speeds up our solar farm, speeds up our power drill. And also we're doing burn damage over here with the core, so it's all lovely. You guys want to go gambling? Let's go gambling.
Big show for you tonight. Big show.
You mean they don't work the same as they used to? Spin the wheel, get a prize. What's the prize? Random diamond tier skill. Let's hope it's something useful.
See? A little fun is good for your health.
You know? That looks pretty useful for me. We're using this thing a whole bunch of times every fight. Now, every time we use it, it's getting 5% faster.
Now take your coin.
I don't know about you.
Get out.
Personally, I'd call that a pretty good pickup. I can't turn down an epic battle. Our battle will be legendary. Oh. Okay, it really is legendary. This is the Awakened District. You know, earlier in this game we were fighting stuff like a slightly enlarged mosquito. This is an entire district that has been animated into some kind of massive construct. It's terrifying, but I think we can handle it. The district's special shtick, by the way, this soul of the district, shields equal to your current health, and it's never going to get to do anything, and then deals damage equal to your shield, meaning, in other words, if it goes off, it's epic as best, huh? If it goes off, you're effectively dealing damage equal to your current health, plus any shield you have on top of that, and also shielding for a ridiculous amount, which is ridiculous. Instead we get a balcony, because I guess that giant animated district had a balcony in it somewhere. Cool cloak. It was great having you around. Actually, now that we've got the fiery metronome, pylon kind of out of the window. Balcony. Upgrade an item, we can get gold tier skills. Upgrade an item, gold tier skills. Upgrade an item, gold tier skills. Ditch for balcony. You know what? I'm feeling gold tier skills.
I help you discover for yourself.
Got one friend, that is true. Reduce it and the core's cooldown by 10%. I think that's pretty worth it.
I think you will be ready for Adira's training.
Yeah, you know what? That is weird. Why do you need two of those? Why? Well, what's the deal with that, huh? Big experiment, big trash creature, but look at this guy. We've got to fight this guy, right? Look at his fancy glowing border. Look at his 5 experience for beating him. Lord Arkan, here we go. Freeze all his stuff. He did not stand a chance. And we get his Gatling gun. Well, hey, I'm not using that, but I'll sell it for cash, I guess. Gatling gun, get out of here. You know what, we're not using this. Let's be real. Gumballs. Yummy, yummy gumballs. Yoink, 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 yoink. Yoink, 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 yoink. Let's see, you know what? We've got a lot of money. Let's get some chocolate as well. Yummy, yummy chocolate. Kind of tempting. Nah, get out of here. Time for some diamond tier skills. What are our options?
It's not humility, a deception.
30% of your max health first time you use a large item, tempting. 50% of your max health at the start of a fight, a shield. You know what? It's hard to say no to 50% of your max health.
Owen had a saying, power is
That's just...
wisdom.
look, that's like...
Something like that.
We've got 5,300 health. That's like... this much more on top of that. Okay. Now, if we lose this one, we've really actually lost. So let's not lose this one. Okay?
Go ahead. Underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
What are we up against here? Ooh, they're bonking us. That's nasty, that is. How dare they? But we've got our loop going now. I'm gonna freeze all their stuff. And there's nothing they can do about it. Not dead yet. Yeah, bonk. One of the most terrifyingest things you can run into. Well, there's way more terrifying things actually than getting bonked, but in a game where how often your stuff goes off is a big deal, having all your stuff be at like 11 seconds instead of 10 doesn't actually make a huge difference in this case, but everything else being 1 second slower, it's rough. It's pretty rough. But we dealt with it no problem. Because freezing things is just good, it turns out. Especially when you're doing it all the dang time. Gold, max HP, non-weapon items, max HP, yummy yummy chocolate. Let's pig out on chocolate. And oh, you shouldn't have, but you did. Enchantment, location. Shield effects. Let's see. This is icy already, that's pretty big for us. This is fiery already, that's pretty important. This is turbo. We could overwrite the turbo, but at the moment we're using the solar farm a lot as well, and we haven't got any enchantment on there, so let's make it shield us up. Every time the solar farm goes off now, it'll shield us for 50. Can't say no to that. District. We beat this guy once already, let's do it a second time just to really rub it in. See if the district is actually going to get to use any items before we win. No, it is not. What do we get? Space Scraper. You've seen a skyscraper. What if we went bigger than that? That's a big item as well. Look at this thing. It's blowing huge. That's way too big, actually. That's excessive. Who's building these things? We also got from our schematics, which have been doing a great thing for us economically, this big kinetic cannon, which is pretty fun in its own way. But we don't need it. Get out of here, kinetic cannon. And you know what? Get out of here, space scraper. We've got a really good set of stuff right here. 2 gold. 2 gold and a loot item. That's just better than 2 gold. Or a gold tier item. I'm going for a loot item. Because I know what I like. And what I like is loot. And would you look at that? 2 extra experience. Just getting us closer to the next level. Yummy, yummy gumballs. But each one of these, small item being sold, 1 damage on a power drill, plus whatever the gumball does. The green ones give you health. The yellow ones give you shield. The blue ones give you crit chance. Just gonna eat them all now. The amount of sweet things that you eat in one run of the Bazaar is quite excessive, actually, but that's fine. Hero merchants. Interestingly enough, I showed you at the start of this game 3 characters. There's DOOLEY, who we are playing as. There's Vanessa, who is cool pirate. There's Pygmalion, who is a big buff creature that loves money. There's also 3 other characters in the game who haven't released yet, but are actively being worked on. Jules is pink and cooks things. You can tell by the hat. Jules has a variety of food-themed items, so when I was talking earlier about there's salt in this game, Jules is who you can get salt from. You can also get stuff like peppers, you can get oven gloves, you can get a dishwasher, you know, that kind of thing. Mac does potions, does poisons, does that sort of alchemical thing. So if you want potions, poisons, that kind of thing, Mac's your guy for that. And then there's also Stell, I think her name is. I might be wrong on that, who does vehicles. We're going to go to Vanessa, though, because if anyone has something that we need, it might be Vanessa. Silencer is tempting, but it would kind of not work hugely well with our metronome, so no. Cannon. Just a cannon. Just a big flippin' cannon. Nothing to be sniffed at. But as nice as these items are, barrel actually surprisingly strong. Can never go wrong with barrel. But this isn't what we need. Goodbye, Vanessa.
My treasures do have some blood stain.
Yeah, here's Pygmalion. Look at him. Look, you'll get to see him big in a moment when he slides onto the screen. There he is.
You do see these tusks, right?
He's huge. What's Pig doing today? Okay. Ow. Ow. He's murdering us. Well, we got a little bit unlucky. It's... little bit unlucky, but 6 wins, not awful. Could have been better, could have been worse. That was DOOLEY. Oh yeah, for whatever reason the victory screen at the moment does this sometimes, where it kind of forgets where things are meant to go. So our solar farm that is supposed to be sitting on the corner over here, it isn't. Just a minor bug, will hopefully be fixed eventually. By the way, if you're watching this and you're wondering, ooh, this looks like a very fun game, I would like to play this game, At the moment, you can't play this game unless you're willing to spend money on it. It is in closed beta. The only way to get access is by being a founder. However, that changes in... What day is it today? It's Monday. That changes in 2 days. On Wednesday, this game is going from closed beta into open beta. It's being free to play, and that means you can play it for free, presumably. So again, if you're watching this and you're thinking, "Ooh, cool game, like the look of this game, fun stuff happening in this game," just go Wednesday. And then you'll be able to do what I'm doing. Except not as cool as me. That run went pretty quick. Should we do another? Seeing as we just got our backside handed to us by
I'll show the
Pygmalion.
folks back home what's possible.
Let's do a run as Pygmalion. Look at this big guy. Look at this. Look at him. You looking at him? Got some other skins for him as well. This is the Founders Pack skin I got for being a cool and awesome dude. But there's also Swole Pig. I mean, all versions of him are swole, but this one's actively involved in getting swole. This one's... he's thinking about it. He's going, This one's a party pig. He's got his big keg of... I'm not entirely sure what fruit that is. He's got a face on it, but whatever it is, looks delicious. What about some kind of musical instrument? It's his musical pig. He's got the rose, he's very romantic, and the cape, he's dashing.
Now that's a handsome hound.
This guy's got some kind of technology. Diamonds. You know, kids love diamonds. Or so I've heard. And, of course, good old regular Pygmalion. Oh, if you're heading out, you're heading out. See ya. I'll probably be streaming this more in the near future because, I mean, why not, right? It's fun times. So I'll see you next time. But, for everyone who's still here, Pygmalion time. Let's go for Victory Royale this time. So, DOOLEY, you remember when we started for a run as DOOLEY, we got to pick a core. Here, as Pig, we get... Oh, this time our options are 3 bronze tier skills or 1 gold tier skill. This one's a really solid choice. This one's bait. This one could be something pretty strong. It could also completely backfire on us. This one's pretty much guaranteed to give us something actually useful to start with. However, this being said, I like gambling. Was it worth it? I don't know, maybe. Let's get ourselves a medium item. This thing looks pretty medium.
Just toss that on my back and I'll trot it to your door.
It'll give us something to work with against our first set of opponents here. This thing, this thing, this thing. Out of the 3, I think the Pyro actually gives the best rewards. So, Pyro it is. I mean, in terms of rewards, all 3 of your starting day 1 opponents are the same. In terms of giving 2 gold, 1 experience. But this one gives cinders, which are worth 2 value. 2 of those in the loot pool. Our other option is lighter, worth 1, and it's skill, which we can't sell the skill, but it's a useful skill to have. We got the lighter. I'm not going to say no to that. Curio, I do like running into Curio, although we're kind of low on gold at the moment. But we could get lucky.
Recycle. Relax.
Did we get lucky? Kinda, I guess. I mean, you know what? I'll run for rocket boots.
Trash is
Just for the
trash.
time being.
Reuse everything.
Look at these. Would you wear these? These look kind of dodgy to me. Right? You've got the spiky bits around right where your leg's going. I'm not entirely sure I want to put my foot in that. But they do make you go fast, so you know, maybe there's something to consider there. And while we're at it, get that hammer. Upgrade the boots. Now we're talking.
My people believe in peace.
Fast boots, my friend. Fast boots. Up against Vanessa with a shovel. Shovel does hit pretty hard. But if we can get a second swing with the shield, which we can, the shield is pretty similar to the force field on DOOLEY, actually. It shields and then it deals damage equal to the amount of shield you have. So if you can build up a lot of shield, you can deal a lot of damage, and that came through for us. Came through, it did indeed. You know what, let's upgrade the shield as well. Oh yeah.
I may not be the most masterful trainer, but I must be the cheapest. I spent half
And
my
you know
life
what,
mastering
while we're at it, that seems pretty good to me.
9 years.
Thin, big bite. Whatever option we pick, we get 5% max HP, but we can get 5 regeneration, nice. 20 extra heal on our heal items, pretty good. We don't have any of those at the moment. Or 10 extra shield on our shield items. We've got one of those. And its damage scales off the shield as well. So,
You're probably too skilled for my humble abilities.
mosquito time. And as you can see, when you stack up the shield, you can swat that mosquito real fast. Crit chance, not going to turn that down. Medium.
If I don't have what you need, I'll help you find who does.
These are tempting. I'm going to grab the ADM.
Oh, delivery's free. I like the exercise.
Do I want to do it like that? I might want to do it like that because the ATM goes really fast. For reference, this skill is giving plus 40 to our leftmost shield item. This is our leftmost shield item of the moment. It goes every 3 seconds. That's a lot faster than this one, which goes every 8 seconds. Free gold. Abandoned ruins. Loot items, regeneration. 2 income. That's 2 extra gold every day, and hopefully we're going to be going for a bunch of days. So, whole bunch of shield versus terrifying, scary Vanessa. I don't know about you, but I think we've got this. Maybe. I'm not actually super confident in having got this, but I can at least kind of see the angle. No, actually, never mind. I think Vanessa might be outscaling us. Help! Help! I'm getting outscaled. Well, what can you do, really? It's day 1 anyway, but, well, it's day 2, which is 2 more than 1. 1 more than 1. It's day 2. Day 1 was yesterday. So we're only losing 2 prestige, is what I was aiming for here. Still, now we have an opportunity to get some awesome stuff. Weights is tempting. I'll go bandages though. No, actually, ditch for bandages. A boomerang. This right here, this is the stuff. Kids love boomerang. And I love boomerang too. We'll find out why soon enough. Gonna go for Mountain Pass. We're gonna pick a fight. Dang it, no fight. That's fine. We'll find our fight right here against this scout trooper. And Scout Trooper deals quite a lot of damage, but it doesn't really have much defensively going on. Given that we've got quite a lot defensively going on and we deal decent damage, we can kind of outpace the Scout Trooper here. And lo and behold, that's exactly what we've done. Time for Boomerang to work its magic. Uzi, don't mind if I do, but every time we beat a monster with a boomerang on our board, we get a random loot item. We can't use this yet, because we don't have any heal items to buff with it. Dang it. Economic Seminar. Premium Pass. Let's get 2 things. I'm not particularly happy with these things, but I'll hang on to the cash register anyway, because, I mean, it's not awful. It gives you 2 spare change every day. You know, Big Bite was fun last time. Let's do it again. Buff that shield up even higher. And let's see, skills or upgrade. Let's go skills. 20 damage, tempting. Crit chance, also tempting. I'm going crit chance. Because crit on one of these shield items is big time. Drop all our gumballs while we've got it. And away to the races. By which I mean away to fight another Vanessa.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
What's this Vanessa's deal? Well, poison is a little scary, especially with the beach ball. But the good news is poison does not affect shield. It goes straight to our hit points, meaning that we're dead slightly before our spiky shield can go off and win the game for us. I love my life. But we get 2 spare change from our cash register, so could be worse. 2 more income. Don't mind if I do. Sell that off. Go for tools, actually.
Craftsman blames his tool. A good one buys mine.
Very tempting. In fact, you know, I'm tempted enough. I'll grab it. There was another tool I was thinking about, but just because I'm thinking about it doesn't mean I have to actually do it. Where were we? Yeah, let's go like this. Dervish. Yeah, some decent stuff. Retiree or a Hexer, which is like Alexa, but it gives you viruses. Viruses destroy small items. We don't have any small items. We are not concerned in the slightest. Look at me. Unconcerned. In my lane, flourishing. Nitro. Could use it, could ignore it. We'll work it out when we get there.
I'm finished with fighting, but I can help you finish a fight.
Two of the scaling items here. Dog. If you feed small items to your dog, it gets more powerful. Regal Blade. If you sell stuff, it gets more powerful. Cute. Not what we're looking for. Longbow, on the other hand, could very well be a good pickup for us. Boomerang's nice, but it only really takes effect in monster fights. It gave us this gunpowder that time around. The longbow,
We'll make some more stories. Then come
probably a
back
better
and tell
pick for player fights. Damage each for income, plus 10 damage and everything seems good. Tempted to go arms dealer, though buying and selling weapons gives us money. Speaking of money, free spare change. Yummy, yummy. Buying and selling weapons gives us max HP. I mean, obviously it gives us money because we're selling them, but...
I should warn you.
Hey, G-Man boss, what have you got?
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
And it's another dang pufferfish. You know, these early game pufferfish builds are rude. They're so rude.
Straight lines.
But, well, Vanessa having a strong early game is kind of Vanessa's entire deal, so, you know, just gotta pay the Vanessa tax. Let's go to the docks, get some free stuff. Just like I do with the docks in real life. Weapon, tool, shield item. Let's go tool. I don't know if it was working. I should have gone weapon. I should have gone weapon.
Nothing huge.
But I didn't.
All about moderation.
These items are cool. You know what? Ditch for grindstone. Pick up for Ganjo.
It's not right for you. Bring it back. I want you to be happy.
And then, no, actually, we want this to be here, this to be here, this to be here, this to be here, like so. And we can upgrade our cash register while we're at it. Lovely. We can get slightly better spare change from the spare change we've been getting before. Now, previously we've been getting these tiny little silver bits. What if instead we got, no, we've been getting these bronze bits. What if instead we got little silver bits, you know? We're upgrading from 1Ps and 2Ps to 5Ps and 10Ps. Oh, that's not their actual value. Don't know if we can take this fight, but I'm going to try anyway. Risk it for a biscuit. Gorgon Noble. Gorgon Noble has one really neat effect. When you fall below half HP, she freezes all your stuff. This is terrifying and scary, but if we can get it, it's terrifying and scary for everyone who's trying to beat us, which I consider pretty good.
I could use a strong arm like yours.
Well, we didn't get that, but we did get one extra experience, so I mean, who's complaining? Not me. Swap this in, give it the thingamajig, swap it back out again. Silver tier item, silver tier loot, silver tier item. Upgrades, people, upgrades.
Any good fights lately?
Okay, now let's do what I was talking about. We probably aren't playing with this lighter. Don't play with lighters, kids. But with this, 30 max HP every time we buy or sell. Buy a weapon, not sell.
And when you carry my
30 max
weapon,
HP,
I fight
sell off again.
alongside you.
Spending 2 gold, because we're paying for getting 2 back for selling it, to get 30 max HP each time.
I prefer
Even better, this hatchet comes
use it well.
with a little bit of spare change, so it's completely free to buy. That's a Pygmalion item. Pygmalion loves doing the economy. I'll hang on to the yo-yo for the time being, because, I mean, we love yo-yos. Double whammy. Tempting. It's one of the max health scaling items that Pygmalion has, but not gonna go that direction for the time being. Dig site.
Where shall we start?
This could be something. It could potentially be something. Alright, get out of here, yo-yo. Well, you know what?
That looks like the Cretaceous era.
Maybe we can use this. Maybe.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
And it's Submarine Vanessa, so again, our odds of winning probably not great, especially because I forgot to put the dang longbow back on. That being said, I did say not great, but maybe a bit better than I give them credit for. Like, yes, she's hitting us pretty hard, but we're scaling. She's not.
Next time,
And in
boys,
fact,
less blunder,
that's...
more blunder.
Remember when I was talking about, ooh, crit chance? That's important. You saw what that crit did. Doubling... The crit applies to all parts of the weapon effect, right? So on something like this, where it shields and then deals damage equal to your shield, it doubles for shield, and then it doubles for damage. So, effectively, even if you have no other shield, the crit on this is multiplying the damage it does by 4. Which is some pretty crazy stuff. I should have left one more slot open. I'm a fool and a buffoon. I lost 1 spare change. Oh well. Get a weapon, 30 max health. It doesn't just apply for buying them with money. Buying them with your... Getting them for free also counts as buying them, I guess. You know what? I said maybe we can use this. I don't want to use this. Get out of here.
And when you
4
carry my
gold.
weapon, I fight alongside
Bring back 2 gold, 30 max HP.
you.
These are good trades.
I prefer action.
And stuff like the hatchet.
Enjoy the thrill of battle.
Many items that are economic, that can be bought and sold for free. The briefcase is another one of these. When you sell it, you get spare change. So, bronze and silver rarities, briefcases are free. This, guess what? Not free, but, well, it's fun to think about anyway. Remember that junkyard catapult? Here's the guy who owns it. Say hi. Alright, as much as I like saying hi to him, that was a little close, so I'm very glad that we can now say goodbye. Bye-bye. Gives us a noxious poison, which, we don't really care for. Because it poisons both players. It's a symmetrical item. Why would we do that? Get out of here, buddy. Get out of here. Upgrade an item? I don't mind if I do. Let's upgrade our boomerang so we're getting gold tier loot. And you know what? Perfect timing. Let's fight another monster. And by another monster, I mean the same guy again. Why must this happen to me? Well, not like I particularly care. Still kind of close, but you know, we've still got it.
Not all Jabalians are
I don't
pacifists.
want your obnoxious potion. Get it out of here. Like I said, we're getting some pretty good loot out of this, so not all bad. Not at all bad. Can we make it 3 fights in a row? We cannot. Sad. Oh, this pig's kind of crushing people, huh? Probably can't beat him. But maybe we... I forgot to swap in the longbow again. I'm a fool and a buffoon. Oh yeah, this guy's got some crazy stuff going on here. Look how much max HP he has. He's got a skill for that. And he's just got a whole bunch of things happening all the time. I can see how he got so many wins. Don't worry, we'll get there soon enough. Hopefully. Maybe. Sell off our spare change.
You're not getting hurt on purpose just to come see me, are you?
Ooh, that I like a lot. Drop the feather. Grab the lemonade stand. Lemonade stand. Whenever we sell a small item, gain 10 max HP. By the way, we can swap that. No, we can't, because we don't have a room. Ditch for gunpowder, I guess. Now we can... swap this down here. Give max HP to that. Now we're maybe getting somewhere. Go back to the way things were.
Might leave a scar.
This is a small
Nothing a
item.
tattoo won't cover.
Get in, get out. Now there is something I was hoping to see. The vineyard is not it. But still, worth checking for it. Using a weapon charges heal items, tempting, freezing, crit chance, fire fuel. That is tempting. We could still go the medium items route, but now that's more like it. Yeah, we're going here. We don't have a large item yet, but
To master them.
there's a world where we could. How long have I been muted for? Before we start this fight, I'm just going to run and do something real quick. Give me a moment.
Ready when you are, guy. Time is money, friend.
And I return. Don't worry about me, it was just something at the door. Can we take Chili Charles? I think we can take Chili Charles. Although, that being said, let's ditch this first. Yeah, I think this is a good setup for dealing with Chili Charles. Behold, Charles. Chili Charles' whole thing is that Charles does not do anything offensive whatsoever. He's just healing and shielding and freezing all of our stuff. Him not doing anything offensive is good for us because, remember, our damage is coming from having loads of shield. So if he isn't doing anything offensive, we just build shield and hit very, very hard. Casual 1,200 damage. And it's a pretty straightforward win for us. Sorry, Charles. I say, but I'm not actually sorry at all. And, ooh, ice cream. Being said, what are we ditching here? Guess for the time being that can go on there. Well, I've got that from the ice cream truck now.
If you have to ask the price, you can't afford it.
Don't know if we actually want the ice cream truck. We're probably not using the ice cream truck. Let's use that empty space instead to do more buying and selling weapons. For max HP reasons. Even better max HP reasons now because, again, our lemonade stand is doing some of the heavy lifting for us. You know what we call that? Economy. Do you love the economy? Yeah, me neither. But hey, it's helping us out in this case, so not going to complain.
Don't have scales? I can forge some for you.
Okay. Now we're cooking. Medium. Oh, we're really cooking. What do we... Guess we did for rocket boots here. Dang it. I was off by one. Cash register as well. Grab that. Drop in this. Take that out. Put in the longbow. We've got a really scary lineup here. Let's see. Pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. Let's deal some damage.
Boring.
I like putting the Ganjo next to the items that have 2 stats because scales both for stats.
You fall like a boulder.
Jeez, Vanessa does a lot of damage. We nearly survived that. But nearly, unfortunately, not the same as actually surviving. I'm going to go diamond tier item on this one. Not exactly the diamond tier items I was looking for, but this works, economically speaking.
I thrive
Hero merchants. Not the hero merchants I was looking for. Could Jules have something? Jules could have something. In fact... This shield. Knife set is my new best friend. By the way, I was talking about salt earlier. Behold, the salt.
My battle days are over, but my weapons crave more.
Here it is. Alal, I was looking for you. If we go Burnate a bot. Flamethrower could actually be just what we need. We didn't get it. Well, there's a difference between could and is. Still, that pushes us over to level 10, and... Did I say exactly what we need? Double damage Addle. Right there. Also gonna... just speed everything up a little bit. Now just do the trick.
I should warn you.
I hope it'll do the trick, because if it doesn't do the trick, we're in some big time troublio. No, don't worry, I think we are not in much troublio at all, actually. Addle, by the way, for those of you who didn't get a chance to read it, has a base cooldown of 10 seconds, but every 2 damage it is reduces that by 1%. So give this thing enough damage and it'll go at the fastest cooldown possible of 1 second. Which is pretty good, if you ask me. Pretty dang good. Obsidian is an enchantment that gives something double damage. Which again, pretty dang good.
Selling is a sport to me. I challenge you.
Mr. Lukes, what do you have? Tempting, but no. Tempting, but no.
Oh, status symbol. No status.
Shame, because I like that guy, but... Ooh, Elite Duelist. Could. We're only really here for one specific thing. This specific thing right here, but if we hit this specific thing... Oh, we're in big time buddy business.
You're an artist, Blade.
We didn't hit it. That's fine. Can't always get lucky.
The people of Jabalia could learn much from this place. I know I have. You'll learn more
We'll
from
max
one
H
day
points.
in the Bazaar than a decade in academia.
Free item? Snow globe? Don't mind if I do.
Oh, a customer.
There is kind of a build here. I'll take the fixer-upper for the time being.
You do see these
Because the build we're on now, the medium items build, I mentioned this previously, strong build, honestly, strong build, but as much as I say strong build, we're kind of already at the point where it's, yeah, struggling. Unfortunately, got hit by the atomic clock there. Well, not quite as good as our first run, I'm afraid. My voice is starting to go a bit, so you know what, we'll call it there for the night. Unfortunate journey, that's fine. That's fine, we can clutch those 10 wins in another day. Maybe a couple days. Maybe we'll do another stream to celebrate open beta launching, how about that? Well, for everyone who's been watching, thank you all for showing up. I've been Penrost. And, well, love what's been going on here. I will see you all sometime soon. Eventually, in another stream. Great having you. See ya.